I also wanted to know, you mentioned weightlifting. Is
Yes.
is there some misconception about it? Because in the Philippines, some of the boxers I know, they don't lift weights because apparently it's not supposed. When you're not supposed to do that. But you just said
Well,
Marquez was
this is
weighting lift.
this is the
Uh,
thing. When it
mhm,
comes to weightlifting, right?
mhm,
It's everybody automatically when you talk to a boxing coach, which is an old
mhm,
school, and then you
mhm,
mention weightlifting, they will open their eyes like, what? Don't touch the weights. See, the problem is a lot of strength conditioners or even a lot of boxing coaches that they do the training camps for their guys. In the past, there's a few guys that would do weights, but they
uh-huh.
would do them wrongly. They would lift weights kind of like a bodybuilding type. So when it
Ah,
comes to bodybuilding type, you become stronger, yes, but you become bigger. So now you have a problem. You see, it kind of interferes with the biomechanics of boxing. But when you work properly, when you develop a proper plan where everything is based on how many reps you do, what percentages of your net strength do you use, then you will get the benefits that you're looking for. The muscles, you got the fast twitch muscle, then you got the I call it the red muscle, which is the aerobically one, the ones that keep the oxygen that keeps you aerobically so you can run. And the fast twitch is the one that gives you quick, short periods of burst of speed, explosiveness. So you have to know what kind of training you're gonna utilize on a guy. For example, the best way to do it is you can get an example, for example, what you call uh, what you can I don't do it, but a lot of people that
mhm.
will do that a lot. They'll pull out a of your muscle tissue, and then they can determine of certain fibers. Once you know the twitch muscle,
Okay, you're kind of
so
breaking up there, but yeah, go ahead.
exercises that you do with a boxer that's going to develop power and explosiveness without increasing size. But this is the part where a lot of people got to understand that that's what we go to college for. That's what we get
Mhm.
education for, to be able to understand this, to become to become an expert in this. You can't just have a guy do now 30 pull-ups. I mean, at the end of the days, I seen a lot of boxers that they have lifted weights incorrectly, and what happens
Ah,
is they become slower, they become robotic. You see,
mm,
they get tired very quick. So there's some big science behind this. So that's why when I
okay.
told you at the beginning of the show that I revolutionized boxing, that was because I was the first one, and at least in Mexico and some parts of the world, that started utilizing weight training as a base for my boxers. I don't know if you know it,
Wow,
but a
wow.
lot of my
Mm,
boxers, they have a high rating of KOing people. Good KO percentage. So if you know what you're doing, you definitely will hit the spot. If you don't know what you're doing, then you're gonna have problems. That's why a lot of coaches have that issue about some boxers lifting weights because
mhm,
basically they're working on a fighter, they're trying to develop his skills, his ability, his speed, his timing, and then they afraid of letting that boxer and maybe it goes into the wrong hands and obviously it'll break their work completely, because they don't messed up the whole training camp. So yes, I understand. In Mexico we had the same issue too. Even at the beginning, Marcos adapting pretty good in the weight training, and Nacho Bernstein always, he always allowed me to work. He never feared in anything. He just tell me as long as you don't mess up with his speed and you increase more explosiveness, then I'm happy. So he never interfere. And I work with so many coaches, and they let me work pretty good, 100% with the boxes, and I get to do my program correctly. You know, so
nice.
like I said, yeah, there's a big difference about lifting right, correctly, or lifting the wrong way. Obviously, the wrong way is gonna give you a lot of problems when it comes to boxing.
There you go. I think I should be paying you for all of these pointers. Thank you very much. I'm learning a lot.
No
All
problem,
right.
buddy. No, my pleasure, man.